can't hit this.
Really?
It's too small. It looks so small.
I'm supposed to actually educate you on that also. Like,
Okay, sounds
obviously
great.
you're gonna get the whole back, so driver, everything all the way down
Yeah.
to wedges.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
new T series, T100, T150, 200, 350. Okay.
Okay.
100. Same old like the last ones that they had.
Okay.
Previous series. Only difference is they just refine it a little bit. Make it
Alright.
feel a little bit better. And then what's different about this one is now the north-south,
Okay.
the dispersion is a lot more tighter.
Alright.
So my colleague Andrew, he did a fitting with Sadom, which is one of our players. He's a Thai player. He finished, I think he shot 64 last year in the British Open and final round. I finished like top 5 or something like that. So when on his previous T100, he was hitting like the distances between maybe 1.5 yard up
Okay.
and down, up and down. And then ball speed is maybe a mile point 2 differential. When he came into this one, after hitting more shots with it, his differential between the two was 0.4.
Oh wow.
So, as you know, pros, they get hit on the numbers that they need to hit. It's not about who hits the longest 7-iron, that kind of thing. So for that club, that model, in the right player's hand, good ball strikers, they appreciate like the tightness. So most of the time, the other irons, all when you hit left, it goes long. When you miss, it goes right, short. Long left, short right. This one just brings that tightness a lot more closer. This one. So 150. Slightly different chassis, a little bit larger, a little bit thicker top line, a little bit more wider sole. Similar to the AP2s.
Okay.
Similar to the AP2s.
I used to
chassis.
play the AP2s throughout my college life.
Great.
Yeah.
And you like the face?
I loved it.
So it's
I went for
exactly-
AP1 to AP2, and then
Okay.
AP2s, I really loved it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So shares the same chassis as the AP2 right here,
Okay.
but slightly stronger loft. Obviously, the muscle channel that they have over here, they drop a little bit more tungsten at the bottom, they get a little bit more
Higher,
So
okay.
it's 2 degrees stronger than the T100. So this is more for the player who wants the tightness control as well, the distance tightness of it. But probably maybe think of your slightly slower swingers, maybe senior guys
Yeah.
or ladies who just want just a little bit more distance. This is what it gets closer to the T100.
Okay.
T200, now, a little bit different. They've refined it, they actually reconstructed the whole thing in such a way where they made it a lot more better in terms of feel. The last model just felt a little bit more clickier for some reason. This one, they actually enhance it and make it a little bit more tighter package, feels a lot better out of it. And the construction is much more cleaner than where it was before, T200. So they've actually basically refined it. So 100 and 200, they refined what they had the previous one. The 150 and the 350 are the, like pretty much totally new models.
Okay.
So 200, not much has changed, just the refine, made it feel a little bit better than the previous generation. Launches up a little bit higher, a little bit more ball speed as well. 350, now that's a product that we are very, very excited about because the 350, no other company in the world has invested the time and money into making this one. How it's constructed is just basically a bigger version of the T200, but at a hotter face. So the things that you get from the 200 and 350 is faster speed of the face.
Okay.
Here, but this one you're giving up on distance control, but you're trying to get a little bit more distance and a little bit more height. And what's great about the 350 is it's a 29-degree loft, but it gives you the height of like a T100, sometimes higher. I tested it out, it went higher. The T100 is 34.
Okay.
34 degrees is 29, 5 degrees stronger, but when I hit it, it was higher than T100. So you can think about players who get like the forgiveness of a bigger chassis, but it gets enough height for it to come down at the descent angle at the back end. So
cool.
this one, like I said, no other companies in the world has actually put in time and resources and money into it to create something like this. So Titleist has spent, I'm not supposed to swear, heap loads of money into this construction, and we're really, really excited because this one is one of the game changers. We have done a lot of fittings where a lot of the players were in a blended set, and there was one or two PGA guys that actually had a T350 in a long iron. So you can see how that just transcends the blended set.
But what about the loft then? You have
It's just a stronger loft, but this one is more for like people who want just a little bit more speed on the top end. You know how a lot of people usually struggle like 4-iron, 5-iron, sometimes
Yes.
maybe 6-iron.
I mean, yeah.
So that could potentially be a 4-iron, 5-iron, 6-iron, same as the T200. So you can see how the gap gets to a point where if the 4-5 iron comes too close when the miss hit, or the 5-iron and 6-iron comes too close when you miss it, you change the chassis, give it a bit more speed, a bit more pop, it should separate out a little bit. So it's depends on how you blend it. So that's how we do it in Titleist. It's always a blended set, or in Or 10, 15 years ago, it was a combo set. Everyone was just hot on combo. So we're back into something similar in that formula range as well.
Okay.
So this is the new T series right here. We'll try all four. I'm not sure which one we'll end up with. You have your assumptions, I have my assumptions, but we'll test it out.
Okay.
We can test it out. Test it out. So I've got steel fiber 80 grams, IAT right here. It's one of the really, really good shafts.
Yeah.
I also happen to have a Zelos 8, which is the 80 odd gram shaft, but in steel.
I prefer graphite.
You prefer graphites?
Yeah, I can feel it already.
Yeah, okay, sure. Do you want to give that a go or no?
Yeah, we could, yeah.
Okay, so those are the few shafts that I have. Let's light it. Yeah, we can give this a go.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good?
Yeah.
Okay. Which would you want to go first? Shaft wise?
The NS Pro. Oh, wait, sorry, this one.
Steel fiber?
Steel fiber, yeah.
Sure. Let's go with T100 first.
Okay.
We shot with T100s. Standard lie?
Yeah, standard.
Standard lie, standard length.
Yeah.
T100.
The shaft for me is about a quarter.
Shorter.
I think, yeah, a quarter shorter. On
PXG numbers, is it?
Yes.
So let's just try this on standard first. And if we need to play around, we'll play around with it. Okay?
All right.
You okay with that?
Yep.
Okay, keep it there. Do you work in meters or yards, Michelle?
I work in yards.
Yards, great, no problem. Okay, fire away.
Yeah. Oh, this feels sick.
If you were to be given a choice, what kind of ball flight would you want on a good shot? Draw, straight, or fade? Given a choice.
Given a choice, of course, straight shot. But then, I used to play a fade last time when I was touring. But then somehow it's been drawing the past few years, so I just go with it.
I know, it's funny, right? I always wanted to play a draw my whole life, my whole professional life.
You play fade?
Fade. The moment I just pull the plug, next thing I know, I start drawing.
Yeah, I know, same here.
So you'd be happy with this kind of shot? That one there?
Yeah. Okay, like I can feel like when I mishit it. You know, you can feel it quite obvious.
So the feedback for this one is like instantaneous?
Like the first shot is like so soft. Like I really like it. But I can start to feel like if I mishit, I can really feel it.
Yeah. Okay, one more please.
Right.
That's alright. Any bad shots we can just erase, not a problem. Path into out, pretty good. I mean, your face deliverance is quite good. Like on average, almost zero. It's almost square when we pack. Just like low heel a little bit. Okay. So that's T100 right there. Okay. Let's jump on to the next one. Okay, let's jump on to the next one. T150.
Yeah.
Now this is the one that I said shares the same chassis as the AP2. It's a little bit stronger loft, a little bit more tungsten in the bottom as well. So it should, theoretically, on a robot, it should go a little bit more further. How much further? Maybe about 5 yards.
Okay.
Slightly larger chassis, T100. Bit more forgiving.
All right. This feels good.
Yeah. Slightly
a bit
more hotter off the face.
Yeah.
So that one's a 104, almost a 104 ball speed. Yeah. So before this, on average, the 3 shots that you hit for the 350 is 140. That one's gone 143.
Okay.
So just that little bit more push.
All right.
Distance. So we are same shaft, same everything, same setting, just change the head. And you can see now ball speed has gone up to 107.5. So let's jump up a little bit more and carry distance now. 150.
Yeah.
1. Yeah. 147. Good landing angle. I like that. Then with the 150, just a little bit more. In your case, it's a full club, but usually it's about half club. So if I want to show you this chart right here, this is 100 right here, the 150 is right here. So you can see how that
the dispersion
a little bit more.
Yeah.
Strike is about the same. What's your thought now? What are your thoughts?
I would say 150 right now. Somehow it just suits my eye when I look at it, and just the feel of the face. Like the T100 is quite obvious. Like, you know, if I miss it, it's just the feel like missing it is a bit.
Yeah. So the 150 is just a little bit larger chassis, just gives you a little bit more forgiveness out of it.
Especially
the fact that because you played quite a fair bit of your tour life in AB2s. That has a bit of familiarity to it, to a certain degree.
Does it? No?
Okay, interesting. Yep.
Oh.
You swing it out there.
That feels a bit different. Is this even stronger? The loft is even stronger?
Yes, it is 29. This is 29. But you look at the peak height.
Yeah, that's
86.
true, right?
Crazy, right?
Okay.
So this is the product that not only just gets you out there, but it maintains the height, or if anything, like I said, from testing, it goes higher.
Yeah.
T100 is. So that descent angle that you have is a little bit more steeper. It's going to stop on the green a lot more quicker. That's your scoring end of the arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as crazy as it is, you are swinging 2 miles slower, but your ball speed now is 106, 107, which is where the T200 is.
Okay.
But with 2 miles an hour slower swing. So it's relative, so obviously if you go a little bit more quicker, that's just going to climb up a little bit more. So we're probably looking at maybe in the range of 158, 160 if you do swing it at 78. Okay?
Okay.
Let's hit a couple more.
Thin.
Yeah, a bit thin.
I would say in between these two.
150 and 200. So if I open up the dispersion right here, you can see how that is a lot more tighter. So the whole area there.
So which one is a bit
So this is
tighter?
the 100. So this is the 100.
Okay.
That's the 150 right there. This is the 350, although it's supposed to be up a little bit there, but because your swing's a little bit slower. So the 200 sits right here.
So the 200 is a bit better?
200 gives you a little bit more distance out there. It gives you a little bit more, how do you say, like a little bit more forgiveness as well.
Yes,
so it could
does.
be a combination of like a T200 and a T150, where the 150 is probably 7 iron down or possibly 6 iron down, and then the 5 iron, probably this one, 4 iron. What's the longest iron that you have?
5.
5? You confident with that? Like, are you?
No.
When you miss it, it just drops off a little bit more. Right?
I already hit a 6.
Okay. If we do 150 with your T150, that's average of 150 yards carry.
Okay.
So 6 iron, we want it to be very 10 to 12 yards.
Yeah.
So we want the 6 iron to hit about maybe 162 yards, 163, and then the 5 iron to be about 174, 175. So I got 6 iron right here. It's a wrong shaft. This is a lighter shaft.
Oh, but I might need that.
So we want.
This is a 6, right?
This is 6 iron. We wanted to carry about 162, 163 region. 163. So round the number.
161 on the carry. Actually, this shaft feels pretty good, to be honest.
It's light. It's light, that one.
It feels like in.
It is lighter. Okay. So yeah, so we hit the number that we want. 162.
Yeah.
Now 5 irons. Let's try 350 first.
This is.
That's a 5 iron. It's a slightly heavier shaft, that one.
Okay.
AMP
5 iron. Whew. Oh god.
So we want this about 174, 175. If it doesn't get there, we got our other options.
No, it doesn't get there.
Yeah, higher? A little bit higher. Hybrid 5.
Sounds good. So it's 5 iron, hybrid 5.
Hybrid 5 is a replacement for a 5 iron. And you look at the height, you maintain the height coming into a long path.
I love this, like there's no doubt that I will. But you mean you gotta put like a 5 hybrid instead of 5 iron?
So it's 5 iron. So we don't put a 5 iron. There you go, 184. If anything, we're overcooking a little bit too much. Okay?
Yeah.
So let me just do a couple of adjustments right here. Just try this setting. Just try this setting. See how that feels.
Is it more loft or?
Yes, I've actually given you a bit more loft. 1 degree extra to be exact. Because we're overcooking it a little bit too much. So if anything, giving you that little bit more loft will give you a bit more height, and it will dial back the distance a little bit to where we want, like minimum 175. What I'm saying, if it gets to 180, 178, there we go.
Okay.
So the number that we want to hit, so that it doesn't go up too far. And then it could be next one could be either hybrid 4.
Yes, for sure. I thought nowadays people kind of go towards the hybrid more, no?
Exactly. And I would say everyone should have more hybrids in the bags if you struggle at the top end of the bag. So in this case, like you see, we want it to be minimum 175, but you're hitting 182. So yeah, how does the shaft feel?
Feels good.
Yeah.
The shaft is good, yeah.
Yeah, round about that weight.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Great.
What's the weight again? This one?
This is 65.
Okay, good. Yeah,
65.
About that.
Which is just slightly lighter than your irons.
Yep.
Okay. Titleist has always been very big on customization.
So you don't have to buy a set anymore. Like you can go buy one by one.
So if let's just say if you are a slower swinger, you're coming in and you can't hit the 6 iron the desired distance. We don't order a 4 iron, we don't order a 5 iron, we obviously don't order a 6 iron. We can do 7 iron down. So it's whatever that benefits you. We want to have all 14 clubs if possible to have a function. To benefit
Yes, of
you.
course, yeah.
No point having a 4-iron just for the sake of it. It looks cool, but half the time, if you're gonna play on competitions and on a par 3 that calls for that shot, and you need to hit a good shot with it, you're most likely not gonna pull it up because I'm not so confident. Why don't I just put a hybrid inside there? Hybrid 4. In this case, like how you were struggling with the hybrid, with the 5-iron. I mean, we're not getting it as far as what we need to. Then we try a hybrid.
Yes.
If for some reason it worked for you, if it didn't, then maybe we'll try like a 7-wood.
Yes, yes.
A bigger chassis, give you a bit more speed, a bit more pop. That's how we do it. So it's we're all very big on customization in such a way where we want to create clubs that are in your bag that serves a purpose. You know, not just for the sake of just taking up space. I'm just going to keep it standard first and just play from there. So this is hybrid 4.
Yep.
Or 7 metal, whichever.
Okay.
So that's hitting about 182. This one probably maybe about in the 190 odd region.
Okay.
How you want to hit?
This is again hybrid.
This is a hybrid 4.
4. Okay.
With a 21-degree loft. So that
hybrid 421 degree loft.
So the hybrid that we had here is a 24 degrees, but I've jacked it up to. I brought it up to 25 degrees.
Okay.
Just to bring it back a little bit.
Okay. And this is 21 now.
This is 21. Stock 21. Same shaft.
All right.
Well, the correct length for the shaft.
Yeah.
Same shaft is what you hit with the hybrid 5. Swing.
I'm hitting you longer than my other hybrids, I think.
It might. 186. Yeah. Okay.
5. Okay.
Yeah. So the hybrid 5 is about 182. This is 186. It's just a little bit more.
It should be about 190 or?
We want to get about 1. If it's 1. Yeah, 190. 190 would be good.
Okay.
190 would be good.
Oh god.
Shut down that one a little bit. Alright.
Too early. Why pushing it?
Yep. Let's just open face a little bit.
Still open face?
So a little bit more in to out.
Yeah.
And 2.2 degree open. But 192.9.
Okay.
So we are hitting the numbers that we want. So it is separating out a little bit more instead of like 10 to 12 yards. It's opening up to about 15, 16, 17 yard gap right there.
Okay.
On the top end it's fine because if anything you're hitting into long par trees, you know, the extra distance, 5 yards, doesn't make much difference. I'd rather get it tighter down the tail end.
You're right, yeah.
So this I can let fly. And you notice how high it goes?
Yep.
So imagine that versus a good shot 4-iron, 5-iron, and this one, a decent shot. You're coming off a little more higher, 195.8, lands on the green, it's just gonna stick on the green a lot more easier. Yeah? Make sense?
Yeah.
So hybrid 4, hybrid 5, from there.
Yeah.
Yeah? Make sense?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Would you want how many fairways you want? 1 3-wood, 4-wood, 5-wood? What would you like? Like, since we're going to customize all your bag, we can build it all up, we can build it whatever and however we want as long as it makes sense. Would you want a 3-wood and a 5-wood? Because it depends, because you got a driver.
Yeah, you got a driver.
If you want a 3-wood and 5-wood, there's 2 hybrids right here. And then we start with the 6, 7, 8, 9P, which is a 48.
No, wait.
Hang on, let me slow down. Okay, jump here. Right here, 46.
46.
Correct, 46. There's 10 clubs already right there.
Yeah.
For putter.
Yeah.
And you got 3 more for wedges at the back here. We can do that. So that's always the option. We can either do a 3 and a 5.
And then make the 3. Yeah, okay.
And we can always set it up in such a way where it depends on how you want to do with the 3-wood. If you want to have a 3-wood to like seriously let go, like something like a tight par 4 where I won't use my driver, but I have a 3-wood where I can just chase it up over there.
Yeah.
You know? But it's not going to be on par 5s coming on the green because it's going to come in hot.
Yeah.
That one is set up in such a way where it comes off a bit lower of the flight, lands, kicks with some attitude and go forward as far as you can, catch up to the driver as much as you can. But the bad side about that one is if you're going on a par 5 and you're trying to hit the green, when it lands, it's just going to run. It's not going to stop.
Okay.
We can build that one and then probably build a 5-wood to play the approach for the par 5s. That's one way we can do.
I'm just like a push player for you, man. What's up?
Yeah, just
a bit
low strike, in to out a little bit, face just a little bit open. That one. Yeah, 200. So this is going to be like a rocket.
Yeah,
so it's whether you want it that way or would you want to go maybe something like
stop.
Yeah, stop.
I think it's gonna stop. Yeah, I can feel it already. Yeah.
Sure. It's a good option.
I feel like it's gonna like kind of like squeezing it, that kind of feel, right?
Okay.
Thanks.
204.
Carry.
204 carry, yeah. 204 yards.
God, that's
226.
short. That's short for a 3 wood though, right? Short for 3. It's hit it about 215 to 20 on the carry last time.
It's first shot. It's the first shot.
But I think I'm just a bit tired.
The other option we can do is, let's just say, do you like currently you have a 3-wood, right?
Yeah, I do.
And do you struggle with it, or you okay with it in terms of height and everything?
I don't really hit off the deck usually. I just hit it off the tee sometimes, and then.
Would you be interested to, instead of having a 3 and a 5, maybe split down the middle and have a 4?
Yeah.
So that way, I mean, the pros and cons is the 4 will launch up higher than the 3-wood, makes it a little bit more easy to hit than the 3-wood, and it goes a little bit more longer than the 5-wood. So it's split in between. If you're buying clubs, that's a good way to save. So buying clubs is one, but will that interest you, like a 4-wood? Like makes it a little bit more easier than a 3-wood. Obviously, you never know, it might actually go just as far. Launches up a little bit more higher. But it's definitely going to be much more easier to hit than
I'm more concerned about more easier to hit. I mean, then like the gap, the distance and stuff. But when you're up there, like you said, it doesn't really matter,
not
right?
As much. Not as much. Like the driver and the next fairway will be like 20-25 yards.
But it's just that, like I said, a 3-wood is really off the tee most of the time, right? So I mean, it'll be easier to hit off the tee.
And with the 16.5, it will make it even more easier. And if you do have those par 5s where suddenly you rip one drive out there, it's like, hey, I got a chance to get home in 2. This might, present itself a bit more higher flight. Lens a bit more softer, give it a little bit more a bit more friendlier. So this is a TSR2 with the same shafts on the fairways as well.
TSR2, 11 degrees?
Yeah, for now.
Shaft is a 50.
Blue, which is the same ones as your 3-wood and 5-wood, and also the
55 gram.
Yes. So the fairways are 60 odd grams.
I think I play 50 now. Or 40. No, cannot be 48.
Can't be. Not with us. But try it first.
Yeah. This one.
How does it feel?
I feel a bit. I can feel it's a bit stable here, but I'm not sure if it's actually making a difference. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a better shaft. I mean, this is good. Good strike. Look at that, down the middle.
Yeah.
If anything, you're 1 millimeter towards the toe.
Okay.
Nothing really. Okay.
Yeah, this is a good distance. I will take it.
So the four shots that you hit, you are averaging heat map. Look at the heat map. On the middle. 226 yards, 245 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy with that. Great. I know it's a bit messy. There's an option between the two. This one, which is launched just a little bit lower, spins a lot more, better, tighter, distance control. That one just go up a little more.
Don't go that one.
It just looks very similar to the rest of the iron makeup. That's about it. But this is more like a blade.
Okay.
The pros and cons is for the SM9s, it works as a blade. So if let's just say you want to take power out of it, like you want to play 85% shot, it will give you 85%. You want to play 70% shot, it will give you 70%. Irons make up for pitching wedge. When you play full shots are fine, but when you're trying to take power away, sometimes that's
it gives you the same distance,
exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
You're trying to play 85%, next thing you know, you flush it, you go
goes further than
So that's where the control comes in. So for better players, I would highly recommend you get into the Vokey as quick as you can.
Okay.
So my recommendation is jump to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree? I think it's a good idea too. That feels really good.
Yeah. You can hit again. And how's the weight for the shaft?
Feels good.
Would you want the same shaft all the way throughout the rest of your wedges, or would you be happy to
have it a bit heavier?
Yeah, something like this. This is a KBS. This is KBS Tour Light, which is about 95 grams. So essentially, it's about maybe 10 to 15 grams heavier than your iron. There's no right or wrong. It's more of a feel thing. Some people prefer wedges to be a little bit more heavier, a little bit more stiffer, less torque, because you're trying to hit the correct distance. You're not trying to chase distance. So that gives you that little bit more stability.
The irons is how heavy again? 80?
The irons are 80 odd grams. 80 odd grams. This is 95 in that region. So there's no right or wrong. Some people prefer it that way. Some people prefer to have everything all generic, same all the way. I-80 all the way. I can steel fiber I-80 all the way. Or if you want, I can steel fiber 95. If you like the weight, I got
I think steel fiber 95 is better.
95.
Yeah, I'm just more of a...
The only problem is I just don't have the shaft for you to test.
Yeah, it's okay.
But,
yeah, for sure.
You see where I'm trying to get?
Yes,
so just a little bit heavier.
I like it heavier. Yep. The wedge is usually heavier for me as well compared to my irons.
Great.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe 54, 58. Yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, like that would be better.
Okay, great. See that? Okay. How do you play the 58? Full shots, definitely.
Yeah.
Would you use pitch shot for it?
Yes.
Okay. Open face?
Yes.
Yes.
58
48.
48 no open face no open face, yeah.
Pitch, yes.
Yes, pitch, yes.
Okay. 54? Full?
Yep.
Okay. Pitch, yes?
Yes, open face, bunker, yes. Oh, yes.
Open face
yeah.
and bunker, yes. 58? Full?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Full? Pitch?
Yeah.
Open face, bunker?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing 48 will be more full and pitch.
Yep.
Okay. And then for 54, what will be the top that you're going to use it most? Like in
Pitch.
ranking order? Pitch.
Pitch.
And then second?
Full. I don't really hit full. I would say if you're gonna rank it,
Yep.
full, bunker, open face.
Yep. So far so good. You know?
Yeah. Let's try a little deeper and.
Sure. Why not? Could be a challenge. Hello. How's that feel?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
It kind of actually goes through it, even though it's such a thick.
Exactly. Good.
Let's try again.
Yeah.
With cow grass and it's thick. It kind of goes through easily. I kind of feel. That's good.
So if this is the part that you struggle, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it.
Do you want me to try the other wedge in? Happy with that?
Yeah, happy. This is the D.
This
Yeah.
is 12D.
Yeah.
Do you want to try a few more? Yeah. How does it feel? Really
good. But college and pro, I've been playing Titleist.
This one is just more versatile because the matrix that Vokey has is so comprehensive that you're gonna bound to find at least one that suits you.
Yeah.
Sometimes two, depending on how you really see that as a problem or that's an advantage. When you got two that's really close, which in this case, Vokey says 12D or 08M.
Okay. So 12 bounds, huh? Compared to 8.
This is an 8-degree bounce. So this one also gives you the facility to be able to open up the face a bit if you want. So you can try to open up a couple of shots and try to land it on the green and just play around with it. Just gives you that bit more versatility.
Yep.
Yeah. So especially soft conditions,
Yep.
a bit more bounce would be your friend. So even that one,
Yeah, it's still kind of, yeah.
a bit more insurance.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go. Nice. So this one here has just a little
Bit more bounce than no.
Huh?
Huh?
A
That's,
little bit less sand than what we
yep. So I won't open it that much. Huh?
Yeah. So one way is you can keep it a little bit more squarer.
Yeah.
And don't expose that bounce.
Yeah, because that's true. Because this is more bounce, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
If you keep it more square, that's to get
For-
harder sand or firmer sand or not as much sand, and then on places where if let's just say this one slightly harder sand, okay, just keep it square.
Yep.
And just let the
cup
leading
do
edge, let the leading
Link go in.
Yeah. Really shots like that.
It's so easy, yeah.
So I don't have a rake yet, but let's just say this is not the best, the most ideal. But let's just say if it's something like that, like a lot of sand, like fluffy sand conditions, that kind of thing. That's when you can open up the face and expose the bounce.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. So don't expose the bounce at all, or expose? Open up. Okay.
A little bit, just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, like this.
Yep. That's how you come out. See that?
Yeah.
So there's always a few ways to play. So it gives you that versatility that if let's just say it's a tight, like less sand, like after rain, something like that, and then there's another one where let's just say you play on the golf course. This is a bit much, but you get the idea.
Yep.
So two ways of playing it for one way.
So one is not opening it, just let the leading edge go in.
It's 58 degrees of bounce. It will clear the front lip. It will give you a bit of height. So when you have a little bit more sand like this, a bit more powdery, that's when you open up that. See that?
Getting a lot of sand on him. That's good.
Yeah?
Yep. Amazing. I'll go with this.
Happy
Yeah.
with that?
Perfect.
Great.
Right. After a good of like 2 to 3 hours fitting.
About 2 hours.
Thank you so much for doing all this. I decided to go with a TSR2 driver. Super excited. It gives me about what, 250 yards?
We're looking about 250 yards, 240 carry on average. So yeah.
Great, that's exactly what I want. Going with a T150 irons up to 7 iron, and then we're going to go with the T350 6 iron, and after that I'm going to go with a hybrid.
So the couple hybrids are all down there. So 3 wood, 5 wood setup. So we got the whole bag all set up in such a way where she's comfortable. She's a little bit tired right now. She's already hit more than 100 shots, which is what she normally does. But the setup that we did in such a way where, if you're tired, you're not feeling 100%, and you're able to actually still hit those shots. So knowing that, if you're fresh, obviously off the bat, no problem. But if you play 18 holes and then let's say you're a student, let's go another 9 more holes, you're not feeling up to it, this will still work.
Yes, and I'm super impressed with how the app works. It kind of calculates everything. Never thought that I would go with a 12 bounce with a 58 degree.
Yeah.
I should test it out on the bunker and around the green, the thick rough, kind of let the leading edge actually really goes in and kind of gives me that really soft feel out and kind of stops the ball on the green as well.
So just Bob Volke doing Bob Volke things. Like he obviously has a great team in his hand, and we've created this app that we help assist a lot of fitters. Like if we don't have a facility to be able to be out on the green, access to that. So think of more like indoor golf, or let's just say like today, just unfortunately, let's just say if it starts raining, we can't really take the wedges out onto the real world to test. We can actually rely on the app, and it's pretty much almost 95 to 100% accurate. As you can see, like what he's recommended, and then when you brought it out to the green, round the chipping, the difficult shots that you face, you felt it's at home, like very easy, and then bunker shots straight away, off the bat. So that's how good the app is, and it's a really useful tool for all fitters, not just for us, but also for like anybody who is also a partner for us for Titleist. And if you don't have facilities, like if you're indoor golf, you don't have like any facilities to be able to use short game facilities, this is a very useful tool to be able to get guys dialed in with their wedges especially.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to getting all my clubs.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for coming by. Great job today. It's not easy to hit balls. But all in all, hopefully it was an enjoyable session for you.
I did really enjoy it. Thank you so much, Ing Sing.
No problem.
Thank you.